Good evening, everyone, from Westview High School. It's Westview Warrior Basketball, streaming live at LaGwanamedia.com. This is Jerry Hostetler along with Jamie Miller, and tonight we will bring you the Westview and Lakeland battle from the Westview Hardwood. Westview coming off a close conference win in their home game versus Angola last Friday, as the Warriors snuck away with a 45-42 victory. With the Warriors win, the Warriors keep their NECC record unblemished at 3-0. In addition to Angola, Westview has picked up conference wins against Carabasco and Central Noble. The Warriors' overall record is 6-1, and they've won 5 consecutive games, losing only to Northridge in the second game of the season. Lakeland is also coming off a win last Friday in another conference foe, Eastside, as they beat the Blazers 72-38 with a barrage of three-point baskets. The Lakers have won back-to-back games, and they sport a record of 3-2 overall and 2-1 in the Northeast Corner Conference, with their only loss coming versus Fairfield 55-40 at Fairfield. Westview has dominated the series in this intra-county battle, posting an impressive 35-14 record in recent history. And the Warriors have won their last 10 games between these two teams, going back to 2015. The Lakers were within a whisker of winning last year's game, as you might recall, as a last-second full-court shot bounced off the glass in the rim twice before falling harmlessly to the Lakeland hardwood and sending the Warriors home with a one-point win, 48-47. Should be a tight battle again tonight at Westview, with our tip-off just moments away. Today's game sponsor is Weaver Furniture Sales, with 2 locations in Shipshewana, south of US 20 on County Road 75 North, and in the Davis Mercantile on Main Street in downtown Shipshewana. The pregame sponsor for this evening's game is J&R Solutions, providing an unlimited internet no matter where you live. Our halftime sponsor is Pizza Depot in Millersburg, with a new location opening up soon in Middlebury. This evening's game is also brought to you by Shipshewana Trading Place, featuring the Shipshewana Antique Auction every Wednesday beginning at 9 a.m. By Hyde Auto Body, US 20 West in LaGrange. By Yoder Crossroads, located south of Shipshewana on the southwest corner of State Road 5 and US 20. Emma Warehouse in downtown Emma. By Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street in Topeka. Stutzman Power Equipment on US 20 West in Shipshewana. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Shipshewana Automotive Service. They thrive by focusing on the fastest high-quality auto repairs for your car or truck. Just south of US 20 on State Road 5. LaGwana, your local creative services provider. Animal Care Clinic of Topeka, located directly across from the Topeka Sale Barn on East Lake Street in Topeka. Jerry Standard Service in downtown Middlebury, and also Southwind Flooring, featuring carpet, hardwood, laminate tile, natural stone, LVT, and area rugs, located on 7300 North, 1000 West, Shipshewana. Today's game is a presentation of LaGwana Media and the IHS AA Champions Network, and we'll be back with today's J&R Solution pregame show right after this 30-second timeout.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom, filled with a complete line of solid hardwood, custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family-owned and operated since 1989.
Tonight's Westview pregame show is brought to you by J&R Solutions, providing unlimited high-speed internet no matter where you live. Call them tonight at 574-349-7673. And now we will head out. Jerry had a pregame interview with Coach Preble, and so we'll hear that right now.
It's not this one. Okay. Okay, it appears we're having some technical difficulties with that interview, so we'll just go straight into the pregame show. I guess we have to talk now, Jamie.
Well, you could summarize kind of what he said. Coming off a couple of games in a row where we're finding a way to win. That's one thing that we're finding out about this team is it may not look pretty, but they're finding ways to win.
Exactly. We did have to make an adjustment at the last minute last Friday night because Zepp was absent. He was home sick, and they kind of expected him to be back on Friday, but it didn't work out that way. So, without a 6'7", 6'6" guy in the lineup, it makes a difference. You take that out of your arsenal, and you have to change things up a little bit as a coach.
Yeah, it makes a difference on both ends of the floor because to that point, he had guarded the post pretty much one-on-one the whole year. And if nothing else, it helps your defense by having a guy that's going to deter layups back there at the back end of your defense. And
exactly.
we have other good defenders, but there's just something about being that tall and long that helps.
Right.
And so we definitely had to adjust to that. And, Angola came out and kind of held us down offensively as well. We were kind of searching a little bit. So I think, Westview really wants to find their groove again tonight offensively. We started out the year, a pretty good game there at Bethany. Played pretty good at Northridge. The Central Noble game a few weeks ago was probably our highlight of the year as far as offensively and defensively.
Right.
And then we've had a couple of games in a row where we've really scuffled. We've given up easy baskets. So our help defense is atypical. And offensively, we're really struggling to shoot with confidence right now. Coach Prebble's philosophy is to play fast and play free and take good shots and be confident taking them. But after the stats we had the other night, we're shooting like 45% from two on the year.
Yeah, I believe so.
And that includes layups. And so when we're down that far on, you're usually inside the arc, you're going to probably shoot 55% at least.
Right.
And if you're getting good shots, but, I think it'll come. It really will. These guys are good shooters. It's just one of those things. They're human. You start missing, it starts infecting the whole team, and that's kind of what's happened. But we've seen Zepp step out and hit 3 after 3 after 3, and then there's, games where the whole team can't buy one. So,
exactly.
I think tonight should be a fun game. Lakeland's got a good offense.
They do.
72 in their last game against Eastside.
Right.
And they got some experienced scorers. I looked up and down their lineup. They've got Nate Kyle, who averages 16.8 points a game, and Kyle Hartsaw, a 5'9" sophomore. He's averaging 10. Those are the only two in double figures, but they got Keegan Merrifield, a 6'4" sophomore, at 9 points a game. And then, I take that back. Levi Cook is averaging 11 points a game.
Right.
So they got 3 in double figures and almost 4.
Yeah.
So
they're going to be a team to be, watch out for tonight.
Yeah.
Another conference team that could give us a pretty good battle here.
Yeah, and I think they're improved on this year is defensively. I think they're only giving up 48 points a game. Where in the past, maybe are in the high 50s.
48.4, yeah.
So I think they like to get up and down the floor and score, but they also they know how important it is to protect their basket.
Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. First of all, for Lakeland, number 3 is Kyle Hartsaw, 5'9" sophomore, averaging 10 points per game. Number 5 is Kian Arroyo. He's a 5'9" sophomore, averaging 4.6. Also out on the floor tonight will be Keegan Merrifield, a 6'4" sophomore, averaging 9.2, as Jamie mentioned. Nate Kyle, their leading scorer, 16.8 points per game. And the only one I missed, I think, was Levi Cook, 6'1" sophomore. And the Warriors will start Wade Springer, as they did against Angola on Friday. He's number 3, averaging 5.1 points per game. Number 15 is Austin Slaybaugh, a 6'1" freshman, averaging 3.6 points per game. Number 21, Caden Grau, 6'3" sophomore, 8.9 point per game average. Number 33 is Luke Helmuth, the lone senior he's a senior leader, 6'1" senior Luke Helmuth, a 13.3 point per game average. And Wiley Minix will get the start tonight as well, 6'2" senior, averaging 10 points per game.
Well, with those scoring averages for Lakeland, it's really going to be incumbent upon each of the Westview defenders to guard their man. There's some games where the other team only has a couple of legitimate scores, like Elkhart Christian did, and pretty much Angola, where one primary threat and then some guys.
They're going to spread it around a little bit.
And Lakeland's got, depending on who they got out there, you're going to have 5 that are legitimate scores at the high school level, and they're going to have to make sure perimeter-wise, their guys we aren't getting beat to the basket.
I'll remind you that tonight's Westview pregame show has been brought to you by J&R Solutions, providing unlimited high-speed internet no matter where you live. Call them at 574-349-7673. The Warriors had controlled the tip, and I was reading the outro for that, and I didn't see what happened there.
Yeah, they called a mysterious travel there on Caden. He had a pass under the basket for a layup as well, but must have traveled on the pass. Lakeland jumped out into a half-court trap that time, too.
That's another thing the coach mentioned is they like to do that. So Merrifield with it, number 20. He'll hand it off underneath to Arroyo, out of the hands of Cook, but he regains possession and gets it out front now to Kyle. Kyle hits Arroyo, cutting to the basket, misses a shot, but it's put back up and in by Keegan Merrifield. And the Lakers out to a 2-point lead at 2-0. Warriors work it down to Slaybaugh. Now Wade Springer for a 3, spins out, no good, and the rebound's hauled down by Levi Cook of Lakeland. Bounce pass comes right side to Hartsaw. He'll come back out front to Kyle.
That was a travel on that side of the court, but the referee was on the other side.
Shots up off the glass and good by Merrifield again. 6'4" sophomore. Lakeland's young. They've got their senior leader, Nate Kyle. But other than that, they're full of sophomores.
Well, a couple of teams that have some seniors, but also some youngsters out there. We have a freshman and sophomore.
Right. Yeah, Austin Slaybaugh, a freshman. That's sophomores out there. So the shot was missed by Minix on the 3 attempt. Lakeland with it back down. Number 30, Kyle, gets it out front, up top. Driving is Cook. Tries to dish it underneath to Arroyo. He gets it out of trouble. 3-point shot in the air. Merrifield is 3 for 3 from the field. His first 3-pointer of the game, and it's Keegan Merrifield 7 and Westview 0. And a steal by Lakeland. Kyle picks it up, tries to take it to the basket, kicked out of bounds by Wade Springer. Good defense.
Westview looks a little bit shocked right now.
Yeah, they do.
They look a little glazed over. But, one thing we forget when we're analyzing teams and how they match up is there's always that it's Westview factor.
Oh, yeah.
And teams are going to play their best against Westview. That's why Elkhart Christian come out and they can look terrible in one game and then give us all they got.
We always
have Angola.
We always have a target on our back.
Yeah,
it seems like
we bring out the best. Rarely will a team play us and be flat.
Right. They're pumped up and ready to go.
Yeah, we need to weather the storm, hit a basket, just relax.
Minix for 3, misses that one. Zepp and Slaybaugh battle for the rebound. Slaybaugh pulls it down, gives it to Helmuth. Now we'll get it back to Slaybaugh inside Zepp, who's just checked in. He puts it up and he's fouled. He'll have a 2-shot foul coming.
Yeah, good power move by Zepp that time.
Zepp entered the lineup as Crow came out. So a chance for the Warriors to hit the scoreboard here. 7-0, 5:10 to go first quarter. Zepp, should I say it? 13 out of 13 for the free throw line.
Well, it's got to end sometime.
I know. Yeah.
I'm just impressed he does it without a dribble.
Yeah, I don't think I could do that.
I think I'm seeing more and more players do that at the high school and college level. I think Austin does that as well. No, that's not true.
I know we had a player that did that a few years ago, but he was really struggling from the line, so before he started thinking too much, he just unloaded as soon as he got the ball from the referee.
Yeah, it just gets mental.
Yeah. Caden Grau will check back in.
Well, Lakeland coming out as the aggressor right now. They're trapping us everywhere. They're getting offensive rebounds. They're taking shots in rhythm. They've come out with a good game plan, and they're putting it to us right now.
Wiley Minnick's picked up the foul. It'll be a two-shot foul coming for Levi Cook. I mean, it's the first one. 36% free throw shooter is Cook. Wiley comes out as Caden Grau checks back in. So we've got our two big guys in there, Grau and Zepp. Cook hits them both.
Lakeland with some full court pressure.
Springer and Slaybaugh trying to get it across the timeline. Wade crosses a 10-second stripe and gets it to Luke Helmuth. He'll pop it from high post left side and hits.
This might actually help us if they want to press a little bit. It kind of gets us out, and you just have to make a play instead of the offense passing and passing.
Arroyo gets it to Kyle. Kyle drives and then gives it up to Hartzog. Shot is in the air by Cook. He misses. Zepp pulls down the rebound, and back come the Warriors.
I think Lakeland has determined that the key to stopping us is to stopping Austin, and they're doubling him to get the ball out of his hands.
They're picking on the freshman. Ball thrown away underneath. Lakeland on a steal. Looked like it was kicked there by somebody. Now we have a timeout, quickly called by Lakeland coach Chris Kyle in his fourth year at Lakeland. 33-42 record coming in. We'll be back right after this 30-second timeout.
Are you looking for unlimited high-speed internet? With no contract and no credit check. No matter where you live, it's available. Bringing America together. J&R Solutions, Internet Service Provider. Call them at 574-349-7673.
And we're back at Westview. 4:02 to go in the first quarter. Lakeland with a 9-4 lead over Westview up to this point. So what are we talking about in the huddle there, Coach?
Well, I think we're probably trying to show some options for breaking their full court and half court traps. You know, when you're good defensively and then you try to guard the whole half court, there's more openings. Maybe it won't seem like it to the guy with the ball. And then if you go full court, there's even more openings. So we just have to get somebody in the middle that can take that first pass, turn, and then you have an advantage going to the basket.
Carlson is checked in. He was a trigger man on that inbound pass. Got it into Kyle, but Kyle missed a shot from point-blank range. It goes out of bounds, and it will stay in the possession of Lakeland.
Well, Caden had that ball, but it just rolled off his hand.
Justin Carlson, number 23, has the ball, picks up the dribble, and then gives off to Merrifield. Merrifield all but 2 of the Lakeland points up to this point. Carlson being guarded there by Grau. He'll get it out front now to Kyle. Back to Carlson for 3. Misses from the corner. Tipped out of bounds, and it's going to be Westview basketball.
Well, Lakeland had their hand on that offensive rebound again.
Right.
Well, Lakeland's coming off a really dominating performance against Eastside. Of course, we don't know exactly what Eastside has. But anytime you do that, you're in a good spot mentally.
Yeah, they've got some momentum coming in. Grau takes it into the lane and tries to get it to Zepp, and it's tipped out of bounds by Lakeland. It'll be Westview ball.
That time Austin waited, backed up before the trap could hit him, and threw it ahead, and that's what we got to do. We almost had an advantage situation that time.
Austin with the inbound pass. Gives to Zepp inside. He'll put it up off the glass and got it.
One thing I think Austin needs to do is make them pay for that pressure. He's quick enough to go around them. He needs to either, and that time he did. He made him pay by getting an easy basket for his teammate.
Kyle with a twisting move in the paint, puts it in. 11-6. Lakeland by 5. Grau to Zepp. Zepp down the baseline. He'll put it up, and we've got a blocking foul on Lakeland. That's going to go against Arroyo.
He had a lot of options that time. He could have hit the three. I was hoping he'd go in there and just dunk that
That's
thing
what
over
it
the
looked
top
like
of
he wanted to do. Yeah.
There wouldn't have been somebody in the way. I think it would have been an option, but
Yeah, he was looking pretty aggressive going in there, like he was going to try to dunk it. Well, there's his first miss of the year, so that pressure's off now.
what, 13 out of, or no, 14 out of 15?
Yeah, now he is. Yep, 14 out of 15. He hits that one. Still not a very bad percentage for free throw shooting. 11-7, Lakeland with the lead. Ball knocked away from Arroyo, tries to get it back, but dribbles it out of bounds.
Yeah, a little pressure that time from Westview. Just a simple, we talked about individual defense, and we haven't been doing a great job so far, but Caden did a nice job of forcing the issue that time.
With the inbounds passes, Luke Helmuth to bring it across the timeline. Right side to Owen Brill, who's come in. It's it inside to Wiley, and Wiley's fouled from behind. Another freshman getting set to check in. Daniel Yoder, 6-foot freshman, number 45, will come in for Caden Grau.
Coach isn't afraid to go young, is he?
No,
well, I
he's
guess
not.
we only have one freshman out there.
Oh, that's
right,
right, because Austin is out right now. Luke gets it into Zepp. Zepp puts it on the floor once. Hook shot, good.
Yeah, he's got to go up there. He's one-on-one in the post with the guy about 7 inches shorter or more.
Arroyo gets it to Carlson in the corner. He'll try to drive the baseline and dishes it inside. And that's 42. Shako has just come into the ball game. He puts it in off the glass. 13-9. Chuck Shako, 6'2 junior. Ball stolen away by Carlson. He'll take it all the way to the basket and put it up and in. 15-9.
Well, we're going to get pressed by everybody until we can show we can handle this. This is just, we can do better.
Pass underneath to Daniel Yoder. He puts it up strong, and he gets the basket, and he's fouled.
Nice footwork that time by number 45.
Daniel Yoder will go to the free throw line. 0 for 2 so far this year from the stripe. Concarian comes in for Lakeland. Anthony Concarian, 5'9 junior. And Daniel completes an old-fashioned three-point play, and Westview back within 3 now at 15-12.
Yeah, it kind of feels like we've been completely outplayed this quarter, and we're only down 3.
That's not bad. Looked like he had a back kick on that one. We have a tie-up in the middle of the court, and it's going to be Westview basketball.
Nope, that'll be Lakeland's.
Oh, Lakeland, yeah.
They got the
That's
tip,
right.
but we should get it at the start of the quarter if nothing changes.
Inbounding will be Hartzell. He lobs it into Kyle. Hartzell will wait for his defense or his offense to set. Kyle with it right side. Drives it in, shots up and good.
That's his shot, and if we let him get to the middle like that, it's going to be hard to stop because he's tall enough to get the shot over about anybody.
Zepp for 3. No good, and the rebound Kyle, and he's coming back in a hurry. Lakeland likes to run, and we have a reach-in foul. It's going to be called on Luke Helmuth.
Well, it's all about making shots, you know. Lakeland can go up 7 here if they score, but if we hit that shot, it's down to, what, 2?
Right.
So I like that shot. He hit those shots earlier this year, and he's going to hit them again.
Certainly did. Shooting 36% from 3. Carlson with it, double teamed. He'll try to get it out of trouble. Good defense by Wiley Minix as he taps it away from Cancurian.
Well, I think Coach is searching for a lineup here that can put it together on both ends of the court.
Kyle inbound, gets it into Carlson. They'll hit Kyle in the paint. He'll put a jumper up. Misses, and the rebound, Luke Helmuth.
He got to his spot again, though.
It was. Helmuth dishes it over to Daniel Yoder. He'll take it down the baseline, puts it up, and good. Good baseline move by the freshman.
Yeah, he seems pretty calm down there on the baseline. He just has a knack for finding the basket.
17-14. Once again, Westview back within 3. Van Currian takes it into the paint, then dishes it off right side to Hartzell. Get it to Carlson. And he'll put it up at the buzzer. Hartzell does. And he misses. So we played 8 minutes of basketball here at Westview. Lakeland with the early lead, 17-14 over Westview. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this 60-second timeout.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street, Topeka. Mouth-watering home-cooked goodness, all in a friendly down-home atmosphere among friends and neighbors. Different daily specials, all-you-can-eat fish twice a week. Scrumptious buffets featuring our fried chicken. And then finish it off with a slice of fresh-baked pie. Eat in our large dining room or carry out at 260-593-2988, and now offering delivery within 10 miles of Topeka.
8 minutes on the clock here as we start the second quarter of play. Westview will get it, and they're down 3, 17-14. Ball comes in from Daniel Yoder to Wade Springer.
They're going to run a set here to start, try to get the deficit narrowed a little more.
Helmuth hits Zepp coming across the lane, puts it on the floor. He'll force it up, and he got it.
Nice strong move that time. Nice patience, holding his pivot foot. They're starting to double him on the post now.
9 points for Zepp tonight. Key player in the Westview team missing from last Friday night's game. Oh, an offensive foul on Lakeland. I think that's going to go against Kyle. Nope. 11. So that goes on Cook.
Yeah, he moved on a screen.
So now a chance for the Warriors to take the lead, down 1. Springer with Hartzell hawking him, gets it to Luke Helmuth. Luke into Zepp. Zepp again puts it up, and he got it.
That's hard to do when you have a little guy flopping underneath you.
yeah, he started to fall before Zepp Wyatt made his move. And Curry puts it up, in and out, no good. Daniel Yoder skies for the rebound, and he's fouled.
Yeah, nice job by Daniel that time. He grabbed the rebound and he kept it high.
Yeah.
If he'd got that thing low, they'd have probably tied him up because they had 3 on the ball.
Westview once again being pressured by Lakeland as they'll bring it in. Luke trapped right at half court, gets it across to Zepp. Zepp drives it. Bounce pass, good. Pass to Wiley cutting into the lane.
Zepp's doing it all. Rebounds, assists, points.
He is. Maybe he needed a little rest, you know?
Could be.
Well, sometimes if you're sick at home and having to listen or watch the game, it's like, man, I want to be there, you know, and you get fired up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That would have killed me to not even be able to not go to a game because
Right.
of sickness.
Right.
And I didn't even play. I just wanted to be there.
Yeah, no kidding. Lob inside, comes to Cook. Cook makes a move, puts it up off the glass and got it.
Yeah, a lot of Lakeland players have some individual skill, and we thought they might based on their scoring averages. So good test for us tonight to be able to defend at all positions.
2019, Westview by 1. Helmuth out front, trying to be trapped there. And Kyle almost ripped that ball away from Daniel Yoder, but Knocked it out of bounds. It'll be Westview ball.
I think as the game goes on, this trap at the top will be less effective. We'll figure it out a little better, but right now it's still causing some problems for us.
Helmuth drives it. He'll force it up from the baseline. Misses, and Concurian is reached in on by Daniel Yoder.
Yeah, I think Luke thought he had a little more of a clear path that time, but Lakeland did a nice job of sliding over and cutting that off.
Yeah, he got caught a little bit too far away from the basket. Owen Brill comes in. Caden Grau as well. Zepp will get a breather. Who else came out? Wiley? Yep.
Yes.
20-19, Westview with that 1-point lead. Lakeland with a basketball. Kyle to Concurian. Takes it into the lane and gives it up to Hartzell. Merrifield, who scored the first 7 points for Lakeland, but has been held scoreless since. Kyle's shot in the lane. There it is again. 6 for Nate Kyle.
I would have thought by now on film that we've watched, they would know that's a good spot for him to get to. And we probably do, but it's another thing to stop it.
Daniel Yoder fakes, and then we have an offensive foul as he lowered his shoulder. Concurian did a little dive there, but
seemed to me like a little bit of an acting job.
But it was effective for him.
Well, when the offensive player, like when defense falls and the offensive player's just standing there and not off balance.
Yeah.
He didn't lower his shoulder. He'd have fallen down too.
Right.
But Four is one of those players that's just in there to provide a spark and create a little defensive chaos.
Concurian with the basketball. Ball loose on the floor, picked up by Daniel Yoder. He'll fake, he'll take it all the way in and put it up off the glass and good.
Nice decision that time. He had a diagonal pass that would have been very difficult to Owen Brill, but he kept his composure. And
7 now for Yoder. Now we have a foul against Westview, and that's going to go on Grau, his first.
I think. Okay, that's their team 4th.
Camden Yoder comes in. Wade Springer will get a breather.
So that's 4 fouls already with over 4 minutes to go in this quarter.
Yeah. Kyle gets it inside to Merrifield. And, oh, man, the ball was knocked away, and then the foul was called on Grau on the reach-in.
There was physical contact there, but Merrifield was out of control and backing up. I don't like giving him that call.
So now Westview with 5 fouls. That'll send Merrifield to the charity stripe in the bonus. Shooting 2. Misses the first, he'll get 1 more.
One thing I noticed is Lakeland on the season is 60% as a team from the foul line, which is not as good as you'd like.
No. You want to be at least in the 70s, right? Yeah. Merrifield misses both of them. Ball knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Westview ball.
I think they got a foul on Kyle.
They did.
Which is only his first.
Third team foul on Lakeland. 4:16 now to go in the half. Westview by 1, 22-21. Helmuth across the timeline. Daniel Yoder. Inside pass from Brill to Luke, and he puts in a fall-away jumper off the baseline. Four points now for Luke tonight. Cook with the basketball. He'll give it to Kyle. Wiley Springer comes to the scorer's bench to check in at the next stoppage of play. Merrifield lobs it inside. We have a hold called inside on Owen Brill.
Owen trying to get on the stat sheet.
Well, he did.
Yeah, this is where the bonus hurts you, and you can get into it at 5.
As long as they keep missing, it's
fortunately, Lakeland is missing free throws.
Third in a row for Lakeland that they've missed. Daniel Yoder will come out. Wiley Minnick's back into the ball game for Westview. Good hand for Daniel.
Yeah, played really well. I mean, he just makes good decisions and just makes plays.
Offensive rebound, and we have a foul. They're going to call it on Wyatt Zepp.
Yeah, that's, he called it on the 2 more shots.
Once again, it'll be Merrifield going to the stripe.
Lakeland just seems they're quicker at several positions out there, and they're using that to their advantage in this game. They're beating us to some loose balls, and especially on a rebound like that on a free throw, you have an easy opportunity to block out. We just didn't do it that time.
Merrifield hits them both, and he's right at his average now, 50%. Missed the first 2, but got these 2. Brill brings it across the timeline, takes it all the way almost to the baseline, gives off to Camden Yoder. They'll swing it around to Wiley. He'll drive it toward the basket. Give it inside to Luke. Turn around jumper, good. The basket will count. Good
well, the refs
inside.
are calling it close, but they're calling it both ways, and that's all you can ask for. Forrest's been pretty physical, but he creates some excitement out there, but that time Luke took advantage of it. Nice job by Luke to recognize the mismatch.
Luke with 6, chance to be 7 here if he can complete the 3-point play. And he does.
What is this, 27 points, and we're not even at halftime yet?
little different than
Northwood and
Angola
combined was 27 points at halftime.
Yeah, that's true. Seems kind of good they have some scoring again. And we have a hold out front on Camden Yoder as Concurian try to drive around him.
One thing that our defenders are giving up is that right hand to the middle. And almost all the players, I think all of the players for number 20 is lefty.
Yeah, Merrifield.
But everyone, they want to go right, and we're allowing them to do that. And I think we need to play our feet have to be positioned a little bit differently to take away that drive.
Concurian misses his first. And he hits his second. He's a 75% free throw shooter.
Thing is, with a team that's struggling from the line, if you give them a bunch of them, they're going to start. They're going to start feeling good about it.
That's true. Camden Yoder looking to inbound. He'll bounce pass it into Luke Helmuth. Luke is tripped, and that's going to be foul number 3 on Cook. Didn't mean to, but it's a foul nonetheless. Springer will come back in after the first free throw is shot by Helmuth.
Lakeland definitely has a nice sophomore class out there representing them.
Yes, they do. Helmuth hits his first. He'll get one more. 8 points now for Luke. And now 9. 29-24, Westview stretches their lead out to 5. Kyle brings it up, and we're going to have an offensive foul as he came up with that elbow. Good defense by Luke.
Yep, that'll be 2 on Kyle. Well, Luke's pretty good at measuring people up, and he's got beat to the middle a few times, and that time he positioned himself, and he sold it. Got the call.
Cole Reel is checked in for Lakeland now, number 21. Austin Slaybaugh gets it to Wiley Minnick. Bounce pass underneath, tried to get it to Luke. Battle for the basketball, but Carlson landed out of bounds with it in his hands. It's going to be Westview ball. 2.5 minutes to go, first half. Austin Slaybaugh will trigger it in for the Warriors. Lobs it up top to Zepp. Wyatt gets it to Austin Slaybaugh. Bounce pass inside. Wiley posting up. Puts it up short off the rim, and the rebound comes down to Hartzell. Merrifield Back to Hartsoe for 3. Misses a shot, and Wiley right there for the rebound. Wiley, our leading rebounder. Slaybaugh quickly to the basket. Great move.
Wow.
One step.
Some of the moves he makes, you just like, okay, where's that been?
Yeah, no kidding. And a traveling violation called out front on Hartsoe. So Westview a chance to extend their lead even further as they're up 7. Biggest lead of the night for Westview. I'm trying to think. Lakeland was up by 7 and maybe 9 earlier. Was it?
I believe it was
7.
9-2, was it maybe?
Yeah, I know it was 9-2. I don't think it got any further than that. Shot off the front of the rim by Luke Helmuth. Rebounded by Kyle. He'll bring it down. Dishes it inside to Merrifield. He misses a bunny, gets his own rebound, and puts it up and in.
I can't wait to hear Dan's stats on offensive rebounds because
Yeah.
I think we're getting drilled on
Yeah,
offensive
we certainly
rebounds.
are. Yeah.
Well, it seems like that always happens. The shot we took was a little tough.
Wiley with a 3, and he hits.
There we go. Is that our first one? I think it is.
Yes, it is. Wiley Minix is
Well, and that was,
nails it.
he was really open that time, and he tends to relax a little more when he is. Some guys can't shoot when they're wide open, but
Carlson from the corner, right side, misses. Wade Springer with the rebound for the Warriors in transition. He'll give it to Luke Helmuth now. We're down to 35 seconds to go first half.
I think we'll go spread here and get one. One or a layup.
Austin Slaybaugh in the center circle. He drives it all the way in. And we got another charging foul. As Merrifield was set there, ready for it.
Kind of a weak call, but they're going to, that's a spot everybody's looking at, and he sold it well.
20 seconds to go first half. Lakeland down 8. Nate Kyle brings it across the timeline for the Lakers. He'll give it to Merrifield. Merrifield looking for help, and we got a timeout call. I thought they were going to call 5 seconds. So timeout called by Coach Kyle of Lakeland. And we'll take a break as well. It's going to be a 60. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Visit the new Yoder Crossroads Complex in Shipshewana. Start your day off right with locally roasted coffee at 5 Lakes Coffee. Speedy drive-through or enjoy the aroma and coffee inside. Breakfast and lunch at the Corn Crib Cafe offering daily lunch specials and featuring Yoder popcorn. Quality popcorn since 1936. Homemade caramel corn and free samples while you browse our gourmet shops. That's Yoder Crossroads, 5 and 20, Shipshewana, Indiana.
$30 bet around $3,500.
Hear the calls of the auctioneers at the Shipshewana Antique Auction every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Feel the thrill as 6 to 9 auctioneers showcase a variety of antiques, collectibles, treasures, and more. Whether in search of a unique find or something for your next DIY project, you'll find it at the Shipshewana Auction, and it's different every week. Bid on thousands of items from pickers from all over. To learn how to buy or sell, visit ShipshewanATradingPlace.com. Going once, twice,
Sold.
on the best deals at the Shipshewana Antique Auction.
And we're back at Westview. 4.3 seconds to go. First half. Lakeland will be inbounding. They called a timeout to try to get this last shot. Kyle puts it up, misses a shot, and that's going to do it for the first half. And Westview will take the lead to their locker room, 34-26 at halftime. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout, and Jamie and Dan will be back with scoring and stats right after this 2-minute timeout.
Does your paint job need a refresh? Got too many dings and scratches? Let Height Auto Body take care of it for you. No matter the type of vehicle, motorcycle, trailer, or truck cab, Height Auto Body's experienced paint specialists will attend to every detail so you don't have to. We aim to be #1 in customer service, and your satisfaction is always guaranteed. We're located west of State Road 9 on US 20. Height Auto Body, a trusted name in the community for over 20 years.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. we see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Pizza Depot on South Jefferson Street in Millersburg features delicious pizza and breadsticks, along with fresh salads. Dine in, carry out, and delivery are all available at Pizza Depot. Pizza Depot, 104 South Jefferson Street in Millersburg. 574-642-4229.
And we're back at Westview for halftime. Our halftime show tonight is brought to you by the Pizza Depot in Millersburg, featuring the Chicken Fajita Pizza as their December pizza of the month. 34-26, our halftime score. Westview started out cold on the tails of a couple of poor offensive performances in their last couple of games. They were down 9-4 at the first time out at 4 minutes, but rebounded. The insertion of Zepp and Daniel Yoder into the lineup kind of sparked them. First quarter ended Westview down 17-14, but we outscored Lakeland 20-9 in that second quarter to have our current 8-point advantage. For Westview, Austin Slayball's got a basket for 2 points. Luke Helmuth 9 on 3 field goals and 3 free throws. Wiley Minix a 3 and a 2 for 5 points. Wyatt Zepp, high point man tonight off the bench. Nice to have him back in the lineup. 4 field goals, 3 free throws for 11 points. And Daniel Yoder, in his most extensive varsity action to date, had 3 field goals and a free throw for 7 points. For Lakeland, number 4, Anthony K. We'll call him Anthony K. Had 1 point. Levi Cook, 4. Keegan Merrifield, 11. Started out really nice, had most of Lakeland's early points. Justin Carlson added a basket. Lead point man Nate Kyle on the year at 16.8, had 6. And Chuck Skakow, I'm sure I butchered that name, but he had a basket for 2 points.
I think it's Shakow.
Shakow?
Yeah.
So good balance really for both teams, and some, at least for Westview, some lineup combinations that we haven't really seen this year so far. But yeah, up and down game, but we did some good things out there, and we have an 8-point lead.
Yeah, it was. So we spotted him a 7. So it was 7-0, and then again 9-2. So we came back from that early deficit. So we outscored him by 15 since that point, if you look at it that way. And right in the middle of that, we scored the last bucket of the first period and the first 3 buckets of the second period. So we went on an 8-point run. We actually took our first lead of the game at that 7:10 mark in the second period, where after we hit the 6th point of that 8-point run, we went up 18-17. And then they briefly took the lead back at 21-20. Since then, we've managed to hang on to the lead. We've been shooting really well inside the arc. I show us 5 of 6 in the first period inside the arc. We were 0 for 3 at the same time from outside the arc, and then in the second period, I show us 6 of 9. So I've got 11 of 15. I'm just sort of it's like that's pretty high percentage there.
No, I think that's pretty close.
And then we're 1 of 4 from 3-point range. So overall 12 of 19. So yeah, and they were 6 of 11 from inside the arc, and then 3 of 6. So they're 9 of 27. They're shooting 33%. 9 of 17. So they're shooting just a hair over 50% inside the arc too, and they're 1 of 6 from outside. They do have us out rebounded a little bit. We've got 8 rebounds. They've got 11. And yeah, I'm not sure what else to say.
So it's only 11-8 on the boards.
Yeah.
Wow. It seemed like offensive rebounding wise,
they've got five. Five of their 11 are offensive boards. So yeah, they've had a lot of offensive boards. The only turnovers I have down for us in the second period were the 2 offensive fouls, where Daniel and Austin, the 2 freshmen, both picked up an offensive foul there in the second period.
Yeah, good point. The 2 freshmen. I know we had a little trouble with that in the first quarter. I think we had turnovers. We had 4 or 5 of them in the first quarter.
We had 4. They had 1, and then we had 2 in the second. So we had 6 total, and they have 5. But one of the it just totally slipped my mind. What I was going to say is after the first quarter, though, we had all but 2 of our points came off the bench.
Interesting lineups out there tonight.
Helmuth had 2, and the rest of the points were from Zepp and Yoder. So even now, we've got 18 of our 34 points coming from off the bench. So
that's great.
So yeah,
I mean,
so yeah,
you like your starters to score, Dan, but it's nice having that little oomph from the bench when you need it.
Right, and we've played 10 guys tonight, and I mean, I think he could, if he wanted to, he could do hockey rules and just do a line change.
Yeah, he could. Exactly. Yeah, Daniel. I don't know whether you mentioned it, with Jamie, but Daniel came off the bench for 7.
Yeah.
But he looked so calm and cool and collective out there. It just seems to come natural for him.
Yeah. So, I lost where I was going again. My goodness. But yeah, it's been fun. I don't know if I think you were away, but so we've outscored them 15 since the 5:50 mark. Or sorry, 5:10 mark of the first period. We were down 7-0.
Yeah.
And so now we went from down 7 to up 8 in the last 13 minutes. So.
It was 7-0 and then 9-2, and
Correct,
I think that's as far ahead as they got. That was our biggest lead.
Right,
so,
and our biggest lead was 31-24. No, I'm sorry. Right now it is our biggest lead. 8 points is our biggest lead. So.
And we finally got a 3 from Wiley.
Yes.
From just anybody, we would have taken a 3.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's been fun, and like I said, he's played a lot of guys. And our only turnovers I show for us in the second period were the 2 offensive fouls by the freshmen.
Right.
So. But yeah, it's been sort of fun. I mean, I saw Austin drive in again and get one of those little. Looks like he sort of just gathers it up in his wrist and his hand and just leans forward and spins it off the board.
Right.
It's like there's no way to stop that.
No, he's so quick too. I mean, it was like a quick step and he was at the basket. Yeah, that's good to see. And especially, you have 2 freshmen like that on your team is unbelievable.
Yeah. Well,
and it's good to have Zepp back, no doubt about that. Wyatt's had a great first half.
Yeah. So yeah, especially there in the first quarter, he was pretty much carrying us until Daniel came in to help him. But yeah.
Of course, the only thing is he missed a free throw, Dan.
I was thinking that was his first one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
So how many had he made?
He had made, made his first 2 tonight. I think he was 14 out of 14.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it was interesting. I didn't have my headset on earlier. Sitting down here close enough, I could hear the coach from Lakeland. And one of the things he kept saying is, "Don't foul Zepp. Don't foul Zepp.
Yeah.
Just keep your hands up. Don't foul Zepp."
I can understand why. Holy moly, that kid, he doesn't miss. And then he finally did. You know, I was hesitant to even mention that he had already made 12 in a row, but I did. And then he made the next 2, but then he missed. So it was going to happen no matter what at some point in time. But
that's true.
It was a good roll for him. Good run.
Yep. So, and we had just a ton of fouls called on us there in that second period, didn't we? We had 9 fouls called, I think.
I think that was the most we fouled this year.
I would guess
one quarter. They're calling them kind of tight, and there's a lot of action, a lot of possessions. And this is a game where you're glad we go 10 deep.
That's right. Yeah, you need them. Need all of them. Our halftime show is brought to you, as always, by Pizza Depot in Millersburg, featuring Chicken Fajita Pizza as their December pizza of the month. I didn't bring any money with me, so I didn't have anything to eat, and that even sounds even better tonight, I tell you. So Cook with a basketball, and we have a turnover on Lakeland to start the second half. So Westview gets it back with an 8-point lead, 34-25. Same starting lineup we started with to begin this ball game. Springer, Minix, Luke Helmuth, Austin Slaybaugh, Wyatt Zepp. And it looks like Lakeland's the same as well. And once again, another trip on Cook. His 4th foul tonight.
We saw a player the other night. Who was it from? Angola that barely got in the game. He kept fouling every time
that's
he got
right.
in the game.
Didn't he end up fouling out then? I
Yeah,
think
he
he
did.
did at the end. I can't think. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Well, Cook's going to be fresh for the 4th quarter. He needs to look at the positives.
That's right.
Sometimes it's hard to play out there when they're calling this many fouls. You're not taking your normal chances. And
Wiley with a deep 3, misses. Slaybaugh went up for the rebound, knocked out of bounds by Lakeland. It'll stay in the possession of Westview.
Yeah, good shot by Wiley. I like to see that. He's got to continue to be aggressive. That's a threat for us out there. And good shooters are going to eventually dial it in.
Wade Springer gets it to Austin Slaybaugh. Back to Wade for 3, spins out. Rebound Carlson will get it to Kyle. Nate Kyle all the way to the basket, coast to coast, misses, tipped out and grabbed by Wiley Minix. They'll get it to Springer. Slaybaugh hit Zepp down on the baseline. And an offensive foul on Zepp. Once again, the Lakeland player
he's done that twice. he flops like a. Yeah, I just don't agree with that. You got to let them play a little bit. Make them pay for a flop, and they're not doing that. So we would expect to get it our way.
And I already marked the foul on Merrifield, but it wasn't a foul. It was a foul against our guy, Zepp. 34-26. Lakeland with the ball. Merrifield gets it to Arroyo.
Yeah, they're not playing Arroyo for the 3-point shot. Wade's sagging off him a little bit.
Hartzell gets it to Merrifield for 3, and he hits. Second 3 of the night for Merrifield.
Well, Zepp is playing off of him a little bit as well. I think he's worried about getting beat to the basket, but he can't be worried about that.
Wiley,
oh, my goodness.
Man, that was halfway down.
Yeah, so he had one rattle out. Wade had one rattle out.
Ball knocked away, last touch by Luke Helmuth. It's going to be Lakeland basketball. Yeah, we had a ton of fouls in that first half. We'll see how this half transpires. You got 1 on each team so far. Carlson looking to inbound, throws it away, but it's chased down by Hartzell. Merrifield. Back to Hartzell, and he's tripped. That's going to go on Austin Slaybaugh, and for Austin, that'll be his 2nd. Justin Carlson will inbound for Lakeland. He gets it into Merrifield. To Nate Kyle. His brother Ben was the leading scorer last year for Lakeland, and Nate Kyle's picking up where his brother left off. 8 points now for Kyle. 16.8 average coming in. Trying to get it inside, a little wild on the pass by Helmuth. Kyle tries to slam it off the baseline and misses the shot, but he's fouled.
Well, we kind of have that same look in our eye that we had in the first quarter coming out. I don't know. It's a glassy deer in the headlight look kind of out there. I don't understand it quite. So we got to regroup here. Good timeout by Coach Pribble.
5:09 to go. We'll be back right after this 30-second timeout.
Home improvement supplies for your home, RV, or manufactured home don't have to cost an arm and a leg. Here's a secret the big box stores don't want you to know. Emma Warehouse has the products you need at below retail prices, including windows, doors, trim, furnaces, flooring, hardware, paint, and more. Emma Warehouse is located 6 miles west of LaGrange in downtown Emma. Call 260-593-2769 for more information.
34-31, Westview with a 3-point lead, 5:09 to go in the third quarter. Halftime score 34-25.
No, Lakeland, a really athletic team out there, and they got some quickness advantages at a couple of key positions, and they're using that right now. So
I was surprised to see Kyle go for the dunk on that.
On the other hand, we've had a couple of good shots just rim out, or we'd have a comfortable lead. So I'm getting good shots. Just got to keep getting good ones.
Kyle, their leading free throw shooter percentage-wise, 92%, hits both of those. Bring it within one now. 34-33 Westview. Oh, nice pass, no-look pass, but Wiley couldn't finish underneath by Luke Helmuth. Great pass.
I don't know what else you can do as a coach. You set them up to be successful. We got a great pass, and you missed a layup.
It's a nice block.
Nice block by, I think, Austin, and then
yeah,
he grabbed the rebound and got
way
fouled.
up in the air. Westview will inbound. Second foul now on Merrifield. Shot off the baseline by Zepp is short, no good, and the rebound pulled down by Kyle, Nate Kyle.
I think they caught Kyle for a push in the back. So that's his third.
Two quick fouls on Kyle. Pass inside to Zepp off the baseline. He'll get it to Austin Slabaugh. Springer, Minix, Luke. Back to Zepp. Lost control but regains possession. Bounce pass inside, coming up over the back there was Arroyo to try to knock the ball away, and he picks up the foul.
And that'll be his third.
So the foul barrage is coming. 3 on Westview, 4 on Lakeland now. Inside pass to Zepp. Nice move. Reverse layup is good.
Well, he's been spinning to the middle, and that time he kind of hesitated and went the other way.
Kyle drives it in. Off the glass, no good. Wiley skies for the rebound. Nice pass up to Austin Slabaugh on the break. Good finish. And he stepped out of bounds.
Good move by Austin that time. So we've had 2 threes rattle out and 2 layups rattle out.
Yeah.
I mean, this ought to be a 13-point game right now,
it should
but
be.
It isn't.
It's only 3. 3:48 to go, third quarter. Arroyo out front for Lakeland. Gets it to Kyle. Nate Kyle corrects the offense. Drives, feeds Arroyo for 3. Misses a shot. Good block out, but Austin Slabaugh couldn't get to the basketball.
Nobody wants it.
No. Hot potato. Knocked out of bounds, but last touch by Westview. It'll be Lakeland, or no, Lakeland. It'll be Westview's ball. Springer triggers it in to Austin Slabaugh. Austin to Wade Springer. Wade looking for help, and he finally has to call a timeout. We'll take one here as well. 3-point lead for Westview, 36-33, 3:07 to go third quarter.
Well, as Westview was just starting to get out of their offensive funk, they've come out here with 2 points in the first 5 minutes. But they've had good shots. They're getting up and down the floor. It's just one of those quarters where they're kind of rattling out. So we need to hang in there, keep playing good defense. Lakeland's, they're teetering on the edge of foul trouble with some of their key players.
Helmuth gets it into Zepp. Back to Helmuth.
I think we need to go into Zepp. He seems to be able to do a little more tonight with this matchup.
He leads us in scoring at this point with 13. Grau to the corner to Luke. Inside pass. Zepp corrals it, and then it's tipped away and knocked into the hands of Nate Kyle for Lakeland. They get it to Hartzell. Now inside to Kyle. Kyle to Carlson for 3, and he hits. So Lakeland ties it up at 36 with that 3. 2:21 to go third quarter. Wide open Grau from the corner. His shot's long. Good offensive rebound by Austin Slaybaugh. He'll pop a 3 and hit. Nice. Westview back up 3, 39-36. Arroyo right side. It'll go to Kyle. Kyle bounce passes it inside to Merrifield, and we have a push called.
Wow. Let him play.
Didn't see it.
This is really keeping the crowd out of the game, all these fouls.
And that's the 4th on Zepp. Jump hook, no good by Merrifield. Put back, no good by Kyle. Tipped out to Carlson. He'll dish it to Kyle for 3, and it's short. Grau with a rebound, and he kicked it out of bounds. Got caught under his feet. (39-36), a minute 35 to go third quarter. Carlson inbounds it to Arroyo. He'll get the pass from Kyle. Now the shot by Merrifield again is good from 3. Once again, we're tied at 39-39.
That was the same kind of shove in the back that time that they called Zepp on.
Fake by Grau, dishes it underneath, and it goes off Wiley's shoe and out of bounds. 1:07 to go third quarter. And Coach Pribble was arguing the same point that you made, that we had to shove it the Lakeland in, but
yeah, they call a little hand in the back on Zepp, which takes him out of the game, but yeah, we're getting... I think when they start calling as much contact as they're calling out there, it's hard to referee because you have to be so consistent in every little thing, and both coaches are upset.
Yeah.
Players don't know how to play.
Right. Shack out. Gets it to Carlson. Shacko has just come back in, a 6'2 junior, number 42. Backdoor pass to Concurry, and then the reverse layup is good. Lakeland with the lead. 41-39. Foul called underneath on Lakeland as Luke drove it in. That's going to go against Concurrian. His second. That sends Austin Slaybaugh to the free throw line. Austin, a 57% free throw shooter, hits that one. Daniel Yoder back into the ball game, and out comes Wade Springer. Or no, it's going to be Luke Helmuth. Austin with one more. Try to tie it with this, and he does. Tied up 41-41. as we near the half-minute mark to go in the third quarter. Nate Kyle behind the back dribble. He'll pop it from the free throw line. Missed the shot, and Grau pulls down the rebound for Westview.
Yeah, Kyle tried to draw that foul that time with some wild gesturing, but
yeah, he did.
They didn't go for it.
Yeah, his whole body, his legs and everything went flying, and we have 5 seconds called out front on Austin Slaybaugh.
I don't know. He was, I tell you what. Kind of a frustrating game in some respects.
Yeah.
I mean, there was plenty of distance between the two. I don't know how they call that closely guarded, but he was counting. That's where Austin will learn to keep an eye on that referee and see what's happening.
Arroyo is going to drive it all the way to the hole. Good block by Grau, but stolen out of the hands of Wiley Minix by Kyle, and then Carlson puts it up, and the basket counts at the buzzer.
Yeah, they're just quicker to the ball almost every possession tonight.
So Lakeland takes the lead at the buzzer, and we have a foul as well. There was still going to be time on the clock, I guess. They're bringing everybody back out. Shot by Carlson was good, and he was fouled. And looks like that's going to be the third foul on Daniel Yoder. Has to be just like a 1/10 of a second left. .2 seconds is what they have up there. Carlson puts it up and scores and completes the three-point play. 44-41, that gives Lakeland a three-point lead after the third quarter. We'll be back with the fourth quarter right after the 60-second timeout. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka specializes in both steel and aluminum. Their 40,000 square foot custom powder coat facility has the flexibility to run everything from one-piece custom orders to full production quantities. They also have the unique capabilities of powder coat, blast coat, as well as other highly durable coatings. They are your local source for powder coating. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Call 260-593-0204.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 rated reliability of Kubota compact tractors so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 84 months and save up to $1,400.
We're back at Westview. 3 quarters in the book here. 44-41, Lakeland by 3.
Westview was down 3 after 1 quarter, then really dominated the second quarter, 20-9, and Lakeland came out and dominated that quarter, 18-7.
Man.
So we are back to a 3-point deficit, kind of like we tied through the middle 2 quarters. So this could be a rip-roaring fourth quarter.
Slaybaugh. And he has it stolen, and then trying to steal it back was Springer, and we got a foul that's going to be called on Wade Springer. Now they're going to call it on Austin.
Yeah, he tried they tried to clear out that time to get a shot for Austin, and the defender was quicker to the spot, kind of anticipated his move, I think. Well, we're just going to have to buckle down. We're not doing the things right now that you need to do to beat a good team. We're not blocking out. We're giving up offensive rebounds. We're fouling. We're missing layups. So we just have to change that around this quarter if we want to have any shot.
Foul's called on Lakeland. This time it's going to go against Arroyo. His 4th foul. So it'll be Westview ball inbounding underneath the Lakeland basket under pressure from Lakeland. Grau comes out. Daniel Yoder back in for Westview. Or Luke Helmuth, rather. Good break. Wade all the way down, coast to coast, puts it up and in, and he's fouled.
And 5 just got another foul, and I think he's done.
Back-to-back fouls on Arroyo, and yes, you're right, he is done. That's number 5.
What's his average? He's averaging 4.6 on the year, but really good defender. He was the one that was making life difficult for Austin out there.
Back into the lineup is Kyle Hartzell, a sophomore, 5'9". Springer misses the free throw, and it's yanked down by Shako. Nate Kyle takes it all the way into the paint, gives it off to Hartzell. He drives, and it's kicked out of bounds by Wade Springer. Inbounding will be Carlson. He'll get it into Kyle. Zepp with 4 fouls will come back in at the next stoppage. Shako tries to feed underneath. Hartzell did a good job of saving that from going out of bounds. 44-43, Lakeland hanging on to a slim 1-point lead. Carlson, oh my goodness, it was tipped in.
Yeah, you're starting to get that feeling about Lakeland tonight. All their errant passes go right to somebody.
That was a deflection off of, I think it was Wiley, and it went off the glass and in.
Is that Wiley's first assist tonight?
Yeah. Ball stolen. Back comes the Warriors now.
Well, good hustle by Wiley that time. He missed the 3 on one corner and then came down and
good job by Austin.
Yeah, nice drive by Austin there.
Cut into the basket, missed a shot, but he'll go to the free throw line shooting 2. That foul goes against Chuck Shako, his second, I should say. Third team foul on Lakeland. Westview with 1. Slaybaugh misses the first, he'll get 1 more. Merrifield checks back in, as well as Cook for Lakeland. Shako and Cancurian come out for Lakeland. Second shot short. Rebound pulled down by Cook. Gives it to Kyle and out of Hartzell. He'll give off to Cook. Ball knocked away. Oh no, another foul.
Wow.
Yeah, call a reach in. Ball was knocked away. That's going to go against Springer. Wade, that's his first. 46-43 Lakeland. Lob comes into Kyle. He'll give off to Merrifield. Merrifield hits Carlson, top of the circle. Bounce pass inside to Kyle. Turnaround jumper is good.
You know, when he gets positioned that low, it's really hard to stop.
Lakeland goes up 5 now, 48-43, 5:53 to go in this ball game. Zepp grabs it on the baseline, gets it back out top to Helmuth. He'll get it to Austin Slaybaugh. Springer feeds Daniel Yoder now. Loose on the baseline, puts it up, misses. Zepp with the offensive board, and he walked. Tried to get into position, but lost his balance a little bit and dragged the pivot foot. Austin Slaybaugh comes out of the ball game. Owen Brill checks in for Westview. Lakeland trying to extend their 5-point lead now with this possession. Hartzell gives off to Kyle. Kyle will pop a 3 and miss. Hits the back of the iron, but the offensive rebound, now it's loose, and we have a quick timeout called by Chris Kyle, the Lakeland coach. 5:15 to go in the ball game. Lakeland 48, Westview 43. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
And we're back at Westview. Lakeland playing their hearts out tonight with a 5-point lead at 48-43. We just can't get it rolling, man.
Yeah, we're giving up. Lakeland's just getting more second chances. They're quicker to really on both ends of the court tonight. We just missed 3 free throws in a row. So yeah, we're just kind of hanging by our fingernails right now.
Right.
A quick little spurt by Lakeland could put this thing out of reach. But there are a lot of possessions. We can stay close. It should give us a chance here in the end.
Nearing the 5-minute mark to go in the ball game. Merrifield picks up his dribble out front and gives off to Cook. Hartsoe now with Wade Springer on him. Good defense by Wade, getting the foot out there, trying to hit Cook high post. Carlson will inbound. They'll get it into Kyle. He'll have to chase it down. Bounce pass. Good anticipation by Wade that time. Almost had the steal. Hartsoe inbounding right in front of his teammates on the bench. Bounce pass between Westview defenders to Merrifield. He hits Carlson, but Carlson took his eye off the ball, and it's a break for Westview. He would have had a layup.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. It's just through traffic like that. It's hard for the guy catching it to pick it up.
Austin Slaybaugh comes back into the ball game. Daniel Yoder will come out for Westview. Westview could use a basket right here.
Yeah, 9 points this half so far.
Zepp gives it to Slaybaugh, and we have a hold on Lakeland underneath. That's going to go against Hartsoe, his first. Inbounding will be Slaybaugh. Gets it into Helmuth. Fakes on the baseline, gives it out to Wade Springer. Now Brill for 3. It's off the mark. Tipped up, back up and in by Slaybaugh. Good offensive rebound that time and a big basket for Westview to get them back within 3. Carlson looked like he carried the basketball there. Hands it off to Merrifield. Merrifield's going to drive it toward the basket, put it up with a weak hand.
And that's what happens when Zepp goes out to challenge him on the three-point line, then he can take a step. But our help defense has to be there. We're just a step slow tonight on that.
Zepp shoots it out to Austin Slaybaugh. Now Daniel Yoder for 3, misses it. Carlson with a rebound for Lakeland. 3:20 to go in the ball game. Still plenty of time, but Westview down 5.
Yeah, Lakeland's going to start going to a little more delay, I believe, and be more deliberate here with a 5-point lead.
Kyle drives the baseline. He'll put it up. Miss it. Carlson with a rebound. Good block by Brill. Back come the Warriors. Wade all the way to the basket. Puts it up. Offensive foul called on Wade Springer. They said Hartsoe was set under the basket. Brill comes out. Wiley Minix comes in for Westview. Westview pressing.
Some of these calls would be, I think, best less just no call. I don't know that I saw anything either way that time.
I think a lot has been taken away tonight with the play of the game and the consistency of the game. Full timeout called by Lakeland with 2:47 to go. 50-45. Lakeland with the lead over Westview. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Shipshe Automotive Service provides 5-star auto repair services in the Shipshewana area. See Shipshe Automotive's professional auto repair technicians for advanced diagnostics for your vehicle. From suspension and alignment to AC repair, brakes, and general maintenance, with Shipshe Automotive Service, you gain a partner you can trust with all your auto repair needs. Shipshe Automotive Service also provides 24-hour towing service. That's Shipshe Automotive Service, 260-768-7119.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood, custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family-owned and operated since 1989.
And get a good job of corralling it. Double dribble, yeah. Double dribble on Carlson. He did pick it up. He's claiming that Westview touched it, but
they touched it, but it didn't cause it to dribble, get out of his hands.
Right.
Well, that was some intensity on defense we hadn't seen for a while.
That's right. Luke Elmo drives it into the lane, dishes it out, wide open. Wade Springer for the three, misses, and the rebound yanked down by Kyle. Now we have, that was definitely an offensive foul. Kyle ran right over Wade Springer.
That's 4 on Kyle.
Good job. Springer got his bell rung on that one. Holy moly, got hit hard. 50-45 Westview. Down. Zepp gets it to Slaybaugh, to Wiley Minix, now Springer. Back to Luke on the wing. 2:10 to go. Wade, another three try. That's going to be short. Ripping down the rebound was Cook. He gets it into the hands of Hartzell. He drives it all the way in, and we have a blocking foul called on Austin Slaybaugh. He tried to pick up the offensive foul on that, but
yeah, that works if the guy's coming straight at you,
yeah,
but he was going sideways, and they're not going to give you that.
Kind of glanced off of him. So that's 4 on Austin now. So you have Zepp and Austin Slaybaugh with 4 fouls each. And that's not going to be a shooting foul. It's going to be Lakeland. That was only the 4th foul on Westview, team foul. Carlson lobs it into Kyle. Quick pass, bad pass by Kyle. It goes off the fingertips of Merrifield and out of bounds. It'll be Westview basketball.
Well, we have been given many chances here.
That's what I was going to say.
Goodness sakes.
Yeah.
We've had a couple of threes just rim in and out.
Opportunities galore here for Westview, but they're just not cashing in. Shot by Luke is off the mark. The offensive rebound by Wiley is deflected away and into the hands of Carlson.
Well, now we're almost to a point where we're going to have to foul because they're going to just kill the clock.
Carlson to Hartzell with 1:25 to go. Westview still down 5. Yeah, I agree, Jamie. We're going to have to foul. Carlson being guarded by Slaybaugh, lets him drive around him. Double team now, get it to Merrifield. Hartzell, they got a trap on him. And a quick timeout called by Coach Kyle of Lakeland. We'll keep it right here for this timeout. Westview down 5, 50-45 with 1:07 to go on the ball game. Lakeland looking for their 3rd straight win. Westview has been on a 5-game winning streak after the 2nd game of the year loss to Northridge. And the Warriors have won the last 10 games that these two teams have played against each other.
We've won the last how many?
10.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, this would be a big win for Lakeland. Let's put them at the top of the conference. And the interesting thing is we play them right back here in about 3 weeks.
That's right. We drew them in the bye of the tournament. So
yep.
First game after Christmas will be East Noble, and that'll be the day after New Year's Day. January 2nd, right here at Westview, we'll play the East Noble Knights. But after tonight, we'll be off until then. Cook looking to inbound. He'll give it into Kyle. He'll give it to Hartsaw, and now we foul right away. Luke Helmuth picks up his second foul.
They sure make basketball shoes different than they used to.
Oh.
You know, I look out there, it almost looks like he's wearing hiking shoes.
I think the guy that's shooting the free throws, exactly. But a lot of them, like you said earlier in the season, look like cross-trainer shoes.
Right.
There's a little disagreement at the bench here.
Yeah, it's who had that foul, because if that had been
it was
number
on
5, that would have been his last, he'd be fouled out.
Shots up and good by Hartzell. 2-possession game at this point. Minute 2 seconds to go in the ball game. Westview down 6. Second shot goes. Back come the Warriors in a hurry. Slaybaugh gets it to Daniel Yoder. Daniel drives the baseline, gives to Springer. Now to Austin Slaybaugh. Shot from 3, no good. There was some contact there, no call. Kurian gets it. Now to Kyle. He makes the reverse layup with just 40 seconds to go now. 9-point lead for Lakeland. And Coach Tribble wants a timeout, wants to talk things over. Zepp will come back in after the timeout.
Well, besides a second quarter in which we shot a lot of free throws to gain the lead, Lakeland has just simply outplayed us.
Yeah, they have.
I mean,
no doubt.
There's nothing else to say. Give them credit. Nobody wants to see it as a Westview fan, but Lakeland's been more fired up. They've been more energetic. They've been more intense on both ends of the court, and they just have more shot makers than we've had tonight. Kyle, what's his first name?
Nate Kyle,
has been very good out there. He's only got 14, but he's always giving them a basket when they need it. And they just, Merrifield, he started out well, and he's taking advantage of his matchup with Zepp. And give them credit. They've done a nice job. We're going to have to regroup, get ready for East Noble, and then we'll see Lakeland again in a few weeks.
That's right.
Right here.
Get some revenge maybe after Christmas, after the first of the year.
I think Westview's issue is more mental right now. There just doesn't seem to be confidence out there. And
Luke drives, puts it up. He's fouled. We'll get 2 shots out of this. Can't get the basket to roll in.
Yeah, that'll be it for Kyle.
Number 5 on Nate Kyle, so he'll finish the game with 14. Carlson will check back into the ball game for Lakeland.
So that is our 12th point of the half.
They still have Kyle out there, so he must only had 4, right?
Well, he had 4 on there before. That's interesting.
Well, that's what I thought. I don't understand. But anyway. Huh. Luke hits both free throws. That gives him 13 for the night, or make that 11. Now we have a quick foul. That's going to go against Luke again. That'll be his 3rd. 35.2 seconds to go, and that will send us to the other end, and Nate Kyle will be at the stripe shooting 2. 14 points for their leading scorer here tonight.
Well, they're not shooting 60% tonight from the line.
No,
they
they're
had a
not.
little stretch there in the first half where they struggled, but they've dialed it in since then.
Kyle, I might have mentioned earlier, 92% free throw shooter coming in. Hasn't missed tonight, still hasn't. He has 16 as average. Long 3 by Daniel Yoder, misses. Took a couple bounces but came off. Merrifield now. And we have a foul on either Daniel or Wiley Minix. That's going to go against Daniel Yoder. Well, they called it on Wiley. I thought he had 4 or 5 up there, but it was 35. So it'll be 3 on Minix.
It's a long season, and if you look at where we were last year at this time, there probably wasn't much of a hope of a sectional championship at that point.
That's
we weren't
right.
playing well, and we're not playing well now. There's just something that's just not clicking. And, you know, we got 9 to 10 players. We rotate in and out. Sometimes too many players can hurt the rhythm a little bit.
That's true.
You know, to the coaches, they're doing everything they can to find the right combination. It's on the players to just step up and make plays. You know, they put them in position multiple times. They can't make the shots for them. They can't make the layups for them. They know where they need to be on defense. They're not there. And how many offensive rebounds have we given up tonight? And that's just an effort thing.
Yeah.
They've just, the effort tonight, for whatever reason, has not been quite what we're used to seeing with Westview. So,
well, and then you go into Christmas break where there are no games. I mean, that's the last thing you probably want, isn't it? Or
I don't know.
You think it'll do them some good?
We'll see, won't we?
Yeah.
It's an interesting question. Sometimes all the things you've been hammering home since, early November, they come back from Christmas break and it just seems to start clicking a little better.
Well, I know that's happened in the past. Both free throws missed by Kyle and then an offensive rebound by Cook.
That just sums up the night right there.
Yeah, it does. Exactly.
And so, you know, it'll be a good chance to reflect. The coaches, sometimes a step back for a few days is a good thing to evaluate, self-scout a little bit, devise a strategy. But, you know, when you're young at some key positions, you're going to have ups and downs. Like tonight, Austin has, he's not in there right now, with 9 points or 11, 9 or 11. And he's done some really good
9.
things.
20 seconds. Lakeland by 11. 3 by Wiley off the back of the iron. Daniel Yoder with a rebound, then Grau with a 3. In and out, no good. With the rebound is Cook. 3 seconds to go, and Lakeland's going to win it. Game over. Lakeland wins it here tonight and breaks their 10-game losing streak to Westview. Final score here tonight, Lakeland 58, Westview 47. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. Back with stats and scoring right after this.
Are you looking for unlimited high-speed internet? With no contract and no credit check. No matter where you live, it's available. Bringing America together. J&R Solutions, Internet Service Provider. Call them at 574-349-7673.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Visit the new Yoder Crossroads Complex in Shipshewana. Start your day off right with locally roasted coffee at 5 Lakes Coffee. Speedy drive-through or enjoy the aroma and coffee inside. Breakfast and lunch at the Corn Crib Cafe offering daily lunch specials and featuring Yoder popcorn. Quality popcorn since 1936. Homemade caramel corn and free samples while you browse our gourmet shops. That's Yoder Crossroads, 5 and 20, Shipshewana, Indiana.
Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street, Topeka. Mouth-watering home-cooked goodness, all in a friendly down-home atmosphere among friends and neighbors. Different daily specials, all-you-can-eat fish twice a week. Scrumptious buffets featuring our fried chicken. And then finish it off with a slice of fresh-baked pie. Eat in our large dining room or carry out at 260-593-2988 and now offering delivery within 10 miles of Topeka.
Welcome back to Westview, where Lakeland has just defeated Westview 58-47. Lakeland really dominated the second half, outscoring Westview 32-13 in the second half. That's just that's a blowout. That's all you can say about it. 34. The Westview had an 8-point lead at halftime, loses by 11. All Lakeland in the second half. We don't have shooting stats in front of us, but they're not pretty. That's all I remember one three-point made tonight. Maybe there was another one I forgot about, but Wade Springer had 2. Austin Slayball had 7 of his 9 in the second half to try to spark us. He had 7 of our 13 in the second half. Luke Helmuth had only 2 in the second half, finished with 11. Wiley Minix had 5. Wyatt Zepp, high point man tonight with 13, and Daniel Yoder was 7. For Lakeland, Kyle Hartsaw had a bucket for 2 free throws for 2 points. Number 4 out there, Anthony Concharian had 3. Levi Cook 4. Keegan Merrifield, high point man for Lakeland tonight, 20 points. Played a really nice game. Doubled up his average. He had several offensive rebounds as well. Justin Carlson, averaging 6.8, had 10. Nate Kyle, averaging 16.8, finished with 16, 10 of those in the second half. And Chuck Shekow had a bucket in the first half for his 2 points. So not a whole lot of things to write home tonight about for Westview. But give Lakeland credit. That's why you play the games. They came in. They beat us on both ends of the court, really for most of the game. We had a good second quarter to get our lead up there. But Lakeland made the stops they needed to make. They made the baskets they needed, and they deserve to win this game tonight. Yeah, it should be right. Yeah, we played some summer games over there a few years ago, and that is it's a nice facility. So
some time off to just kind of get away from it for a little bit, and hopefully that'll mend a few things. I mean, obviously you're not going to get away from the whole game over practice. Can't give them 2 weeks off or whatever, but
well, the staff just has to read their team. They know them better than anybody. They know what they've been getting, and it's a very experienced staff. They know what's lacking, and if it's something that can be fixed, how do you do that best? And
right.
So it'll I just think a lot of it's probably psychological and mental. You know, you never want to accuse kids of, and I don't believe this of Westview, that they're not playing hard, but they're not getting the loose balls and things that we normally get. And so tonight at least they got outplayed in that aspect of the game, and that's got to be disappointing more than anything. We do have some young players. We have a lot of older players too, a lot of seniors. And so, the shots just weren't going in.
Right.
Well, yeah, I'm going to guess we were roughly 1 for 13 or 14 from 3. And you just, with as much as our offense relies on that, you got to do better.
We did have 2. Wiley hit 1, and so did Slaybaugh. But
okay,
yeah, that was it. I mean, that's just uncharacteristic of a Westview team, but lately it hasn't been.
It's 3 games in a row of offense that you're just a little, you don't know quite what's happening out there. We've been in the 47 tonight,
right?
Against Angola, we were low 40s, high mid 50s maybe. Elkhart Christian
45 against Angola.
Yeah, 45-42, then 47 tonight. And this team's got the talent and the skill to be scoring 60 on a regular basis,
right?
And they're just not doing that.
Definitely. So we go on Christmas break here now. And we want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. Final score here tonight: Westview Lakeland 58 and Westview 47. Westview falls to 5-2 on the season and suffer their first conference loss and go to 3-1 in the conference. Lakeland improves to 4-2 overall and 3-1 in the Northeast Corner Conference. So until January 2nd, when the Warriors host the East Noble Knights right here at Westview, come on out and cheer on the Warriors, get them back on the winning track here on January 2nd. If you can't make it, we'll bring it to you right here at LaGwanaMedia.com. Tonight's game sponsor was Weaver Furniture Sales. Our halftime sponsor tonight was J&R Solutions. And our pregame show was brought to you by J&R Solutions, I should say. Our halftime sponsor was Pizza Depot in Millersburg and opening up soon in Middlebury. Tonight's game was also brought to you by Shipshewana Trading Place, featuring Shipshewana Antique Auction every Wednesday. Also, Yoder Crossroads, just south of Shipshewana. By Emma Warehouse in downtown Emma. By Tiffany's Restaurant over in Topeka. Stutzman Power Equipment on US 20 West in Shipshewana. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Shipshe Automotive Service on State Road 5 just south of US 20 in Shipshewana. Also by Animal Care Clinic of Topeka. Also by Jerry Standard in Middlebury. Southwind Flooring in Shipshewana at 7300 North and 1000 West. Tonight's game was also a presentation of LaGwana Media and the IHSAA Champions Network. And that'll do it for tonight. Once again, Merry Christmas, everyone, for our entire staff here at LaGwana Media. Our color commentator, Jamie Miller. Our engineer tonight was Chloe Lovell. And our cameraman was Ian Donat. This is Jerry Hostetler. Good night, everyone.